The devastating 7.7 magnitude earthquake that ripped through central Myanmar on Friday, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake, has exposed a stark reality: the crippling impact of Donald Trump's foreign aid cuts on America's ability to respond effectively to global crises. While the world watches in horror as swathes of Mandalay, Myanmar's second-largest city, lie in ruins, and even a high-rise building in Bangkok, over 600 miles away, felt the quake's ferocious power. A conspicuous void yawns in the global relief effort. The wealthiest nation on Earth, the United States, finds itself strangely absent from the immediate, crucial response. Images of flattened homes, shattered lives, and desperate pleas for help paint a grim picture of the humanitarian catastrophe unfolding. The sheer scale of the devastation is staggering. Yet, amidst the chaos and despair, a critical question emerges: where is the American response? While China, Russia, India, and the UK swiftly dispatched aid, offering tangible support to the suffering people of Myanmar, the United States' response has been noticeably delayed and severely hampered. This lag is not due to a lack of compassion, but rather a direct consequence of the deliberate dismantling of America's foreign aid infrastructure under the Trump administration. China's swift action speaks volumes. A first batch of relief supplies, valued at 100 million yuan, $13.78 million, was dispatched promptly, including vital necessities like tents, blankets, and first aid kits, a clear demonstration of immediate, impactful support. This contrasts sharply with the significantly delayed American response. The U.S. Embassy in Myanmar announced on Sunday the deployment of a USAID emergency response team to assess the most pressing needs: emergency shelter, food, medical care, and access to clean water. However, this team, comprised of a mere 3 individuals, is not expected to reach Myanmar until Wednesday, almost a week after the catastrophe struck. This agonizing delay is a damning indictment of the Trump administration's policies. The New York Times sheds light on this troubling reality, highlighting the devastating consequences of the Trump-era cuts to foreign aid. The weakened infrastructure and drastically reduced funding have severely crippled America's capacity to respond swiftly and effectively to international disasters. This isn't simply a matter of logistical challenges. It's a direct result of deliberate policy decisions that prioritize domestic concerns over global humanitarian responsibilities. The impact is devastatingly clear: a nation ill-equipped to fulfill its role as a global leader in times of crisis. The scenes of devastation in Myanmar paint a stark picture of human suffering, but they also serve as a powerful indictment of the Trump administration's legacy. The lack of a timely, robust American response underscores a deeper issue: the erosion of America's soft power and its diminished role in providing crucial international aid. While other nations stepped up, demonstrating their commitment to global humanitarian assistance, the U.S., under Trump's leadership, allowed its capacity to respond to such crises to wither, leaving behind a void that will undoubtedly have long-lasting consequences. The absence of substantial, immediate American aid in the face of such immense suffering leaves a bitter taste and raises serious questions about America's commitment to its global responsibilities. The consequences extend far beyond the immediate crisis. They represent a broader failure of leadership and a diminished capacity to address future global emergencies. The delayed response is not merely a logistical issue. It's a symbolic representation of the erosion of America's role as a global humanitarian leader, a role that has been significantly undermined by the dismantling of essential foreign aid programs. This earthquake's aftershocks extend far beyond Myanmar's borders, reverberating through the halls of American foreign policy and exposing the lasting consequences of short-sighted decisions. The world is watching, and the absence of a strong American response speaks volumes. The cost of this negligence is measured not only in material losses, but in the lives and well-being of countless individuals struggling to survive in the wake of this devastating disaster. The slow response exposes the vulnerability created by a weakened capacity to offer critical assistance in times of urgent need. It's a stark reminder of the critical role foreign aid plays in global stability and the devastating consequences when such aid is deliberately curtailed. The image of a crippled American response stands in stark contrast to the swift and efficient actions of other nations, leaving behind a legacy of missed opportunities and squandered potential to alleviate human suffering on a global scale. The world deserves better. The people of Myanmar deserve better. And the legacy of American leadership deserves to be far more robust and responsive to the needs of those facing catastrophe.